Imagine waking up every morning feeling like the entire financial world is rigged against you. Like no matter how many books you read, no matter how many podcasts you listen to, you just can't seem to break free from that endless loop of mediocre returns, confusing jargon, and so-called expert advice that leaves you more lost than before. You're tired. Tired of watching others hit huge wins while you scramble to keep up. Tired of being told to just hold or diversify like these platitudes are some kind of magic spell. What if the real problem isn't you? What if the whole game is skewed to keep you dependent on systems that thrive on your confusion, your hesitation, and worst of all, your conformity? Everyone talks about investment strategies like they're carved in stone. Growth stocks, value stocks, index funds, dividend plays. They throw these terms at you like a fire hose, hoping you'll drown before you realize how little control you actually have. And right there, in the middle of all that noise, there's one strategy buried so deep it's almost criminal how underrated it is. It's the kind of strategy that could change everything for you, if only you dared to look beyond the comfortable lies and take a hard, honest look at what's really possible. This is where the edge is. Not the glossy headlines, the flashy charts, or the celebrity endorsements. The edge is in radical simplicity and brutal honesty. It's in something so straightforward that most overlook it, blinded by complexity and status quo thinking. The strategy that's been ignored because it asks you to stop chasing comfort, to reject the herd, and to become the architect of your own reality. Not investments pulled out of textbooks, but investments pulled out of clear-eyed, critical thinking about what the system doesn't want you to see. Here's the truth. The most underrated investment strategy ever isn't about finding the next hot stock or timing the market just right. It's about mastering the art of strategic patience fused with ruthless selectivity. It means knowing when to act and, more importantly, when to wait. It means owning fewer positions, but understanding each one on a level so deep that you can almost predict its next move. This isn't about throwing spaghetti at the wall hoping something sticks. This is about building unshakable conviction in a handful of ultra-high potential opportunities and then letting your capital work quietly but powerfully for you. Think about how many investors are drowning in noise, panicking with every headline, selling into dips, chasing hype, and getting burned again and again. The world sells you the illusion that you need to be everywhere and do everything, but that only spreads you thin and makes your future unpredictable and weak. The most powerful investors become powerful because they understand the value of alignment. They align their money only with what truly matters, the rare, the misunderstood, the exceptional opportunities that carry asymmetric upside, the kind that the crowd can't or won't see because they're stuck following the rat race. Here's where it gets even deeper. In today's broken financial ecosystem, the elite strategies are locked behind gates, complexity, jargon, insider access. But what if you flipped that? What if true power lies not in complicated formulas, but in returning to basics, owning meaningful equity in transformative ideas, and holding them with unwavering patience until the world catches up? Not diluted across hundreds of assets, but concentrated, connected, and guarded like your personal arsenal for change. This strategy demands something from you: courage to stand alone, wisdom to say no to distractions, and discipline to wait when the market tries to push you into rash moves. It's a long game that honors the reality that most real wealth isn't built in days, weeks, or months, but in years and decades. And yes, that's scary because it means confronting your own impulses, ignoring noise, and committing to a vision only you believe in, at least before the rest of the world finally wakes up. But this is where many give up. They jump from one shiny promise to the next, never fully grasping the power of sustained conviction. They forget that patience isn't just waiting. It is active preparation. It is constant learning, relentless refinement of your assumptions, and ruthless pruning of distractions. It is a skill that unlocks returns others chase in vain. The truth is, Mastering this strategy transforms you beyond an investor. It makes you a creator of your own financial destiny. Here's what sets this approach apart. It cannot be outsourced. No algorithm, no hedge fund, no guru can take this role for you. It requires your sovereignty, your free will exercised at every decision. It requires a mindset that questions everything. Why exactly are you investing in this? What are you willing to wait for? Who aligns with your vision? Because beyond just owning great positions, you must own the relationships, the information networks, the rare conversations with those who see and think like you do. This selective connection is the hidden fuel that keeps your investments alive and evolving in a world drowning in noise and sameness. Now picture yourself as part of a movement, not just an investor, but a radical agent of change. Imagine disconnecting from the herd mentality, from the shallow media festivals, and stepping into a network where your rare insights collide with those of other exceptional minds. This is no fantasy. It's the new reality for those who refuse to settle for mediocrity. Here, you're not a number or a follower. You are a sovereign individual sharpening your intuition and your capital as if they were twin swords, both needed to cut through the fog of confusion surrounding today's markets. You see, the system isn't broken because opportunity is missing. It's broken because it ignores the extraordinary. It was built on rules that reward averages and punish brilliance that dares to be different, that rebels against the false safety of diversification as a buzzword that rejects comfort and chases truth. But this system never indexed the power of the patient, few who refuse to blend in. The greatest returns are captured not by the many, but the few who become aligned networks of support and insight, those who ignore noise and focus like a laser on their vision, and who have the courage to hold when everything around them screams to let go. And here's the secret no one talks about. When enough exceptional investors start doing just that, locking onto the rare long-duration bets that others overlook, the entire landscape of investing changes. The collective power of these few reshapes industries, redefines wealth, and ultimately rewrites what's possible. You aren't just playing a game, you are building a new one. So if there's a quiet fire inside, the kind that refuses the endless compromises, that whispers this life is meant for more than just getting by, listen closely. Your greatest power lies not in following the herd, but in redefining the game on your terms. Start by pruning your portfolio ruthlessly. Stop chasing quick wins. Stop being distracted. Begin cultivating alliances with other disruptors, other minds who refuse comfort and conformity. Own your decisions like your life depends on it because it does. The most underrated investment strategy ever is the strategy of sovereignty, the strategy of clear-eyed patience backed by fierce selectivity and connection to a network of rare aligned minds. It's not flashy, it's not the quickest route, but for those who dare to adopt it, it won't just improve results, it will change your entire relationship with money, freedom, and power. Imagine no longer being a prisoner of illusions or the chaos of market noise. Imagine standing steadily in the storm because your investments and your mind are so aligned and so informed that nothing can shake you. This is not just investing, it's living on your own terms. It's transcending old paradigms and stepping unapologetically into a new reality where you call the shots. There is no easy shortcut here, but there is a way, one that has been ignored, buried, and dismissed for too long. The path of radical patience, ruthless selectivity, and absolute sovereignty. The strategy waiting for you to claim it, to rise above uncertainty, to become the investor and the individual you were always meant to be. The question is not, could this be the most underrated investment strategy ever? But rather, are you ready to stop waiting and start becoming? This isn't information for the many. It's freedom for the few who won't settle. If that's you, the time to act is now. The rare, the exceptional, the few who burn for more, they already know where this leads. The rest will chase empty promises. You stand on the edge, ready to leap into true power.